guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Battlestar Galactica. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching episode 16 of season 4 of Battlestar Galactica. We are getting to the end. It makes me sad, but also I feel like I would really like a completion to the story, especially the revelations in the last episode. Ellen and Boomer, I'm hoping, are on their way to Galactica, or, the base star that is with Galactica, the fleet. Hopefully that's where they're heading. They might be heading to the other colony that they were talking about. I don't know, there's like people somewhere, I think. Ellen knows where to go, but Ellen being back and being this Ellen, it's so good. It's so good. It just fantastic character work from Kate Vernon. I know that I've been singing her praises like crazy, but like I actually really like this version of Ellen. I like her being motherly in a sense that like she does see her creations as something that like she needs to take care of, and I don't want to say coddle, but like she does need to kind of hold John's hand a little bit because, well, he wouldn't let her. Like she wanted to give him affection, but like because he's kind of like forsaken all human emotions, feelings, touch, all that stuff. I think that he would actually be influenced by that if he were actually to feel the love from Ellen. Like if she were to touch his face and say, "I love you, John," like it would probably make him feel a certain way inside. I don't know if that's going to happen because we are now on the move, but I also know that Galactica can't jump anywhere right now. Definitely under construction. There are breaks and tears, and the metal is starting to corrode, and like those things don't last forever. Like even when Cavill's like talking about the Centurions and that they're machines, like they still break down. Like that does not mean for forever. There's still maintenance you have to do. So Galactica having her. She needs a facelift, and she needs maybe I don't know, like a new hip, maybe some new arteries. I don't know. I don't want her to have a widowmaker and it all be done. So Chief is going to try to use some biological means in order to fix the metal, which means Cylon technology, which Admiral Adama was not wanting. He got to the point where he knew he didn't have a choice. He was starting to see things maybe he ignored before. But now it's very evident that our ship is probably not going to make it. And that is heartbreaking. I don't know where Battlestars go to die other than be blown to bits in space. So if we could put her in a grave and let her die gently, that'd be wonderful. But for some reason, I don't think that's going to be the way it goes. And of course, we had Anders, who had brain surgery, and he had all these memories about Earth and the Final Five and kind of what they were doing to try to help humans, because I don't know if it was help humans, but it was to help the Centurions have flesh and blood and them go. I don't really know. It was when somebody who's just had brain surgery is trying to explain something, and he was very confused and it was all over the place. It was very heartbreaking to watch. But now, the nurse was like, "He's dead. He's brain dead. Like he's not there. He can't hear you. Like, why bother?" Like, I was like, that's really cold, first of all, you bitch. And second of all, I don't know if that's true. I would have felt better about Anders dying. So here's the thing. We destroyed the hub, but I feel like Ellen and the other ones are different. And if they have a colony somewhere else, then they can do resurrection. But also we need all 5 in order to do resurrection. So I thought if he died, he'd be resurrected and Ellen would be like, "Hey, buddy." No. I don't know. That's my hope. But now if he's brain dead, how do they commune with each other and rebuild a resurrection ship, or the ability to resurrect? Should they even do that? I don't know. Maybe to find Daniel. I don't know. Daniel is like that one that it's just like are we going to learn anything about him other than what Ellen said, is that he was an artist and, he was emotional, and he sounds like my type of people. He really does. I'd like to get to know Daniel a little bit. But I don't know. I don't know if we get that. They might keep it shrouded in mystery. Ty and Six and him and her like getting excited about their baby. I'm still not comfortable with it, but you know what? Good for her, because that's what she wanted. We saw Ty change Nikki's diaper. Well, we didn't see him change Nikki's diaper, but like off camera, we know that was going on. So, like he has that fatherly instinct to do those things, and like him going like, we need a crib, we need baby things. Like, like he's kind of getting excited for it himself. So I love that. But like if Ellen is on her way, I don't know if she's going to be mean to Six or she's going to be happy and be like, well, this is how we were doing this. Like, because she had talked about Cavill poisoning the amniotic fluid for Daniel. So like amniotic fluid, I don't know if there's just birthing pods or if they were able to, because if they were able to procreate on Earth, like did they have that ability to make the one that then they could make a model after? I don't know. Still very confused about that. Rosalind kind of handing off power to Lee to kind of pick the new members of the quorum, and him having the idea of picking them by ship and not by where they were once located colony-wise. I think that's a smart idea. Each ship should kind of have a say in what's going on. So, really smart, but her having kind of like that moment where she's like, you just need to be smarter and you're always doing the right thing, but sometimes it's not the smart thing. And, yeah. And that's why I love Lee, because he kind of always has like the same mindset that I do. And I think he's going to do a good job. Man, I just, what has happened before will happen again. I don't want a repeat of what we already had with the quorum. I want there to be, more of an even keel process, more listening to each other. I don't think that's really ever possible when people are passionate one way or the other. But, if people can find common ground and work together, I think those people are unstoppable. And then, of course, we have to kind of find where we're going. Like, I don't think that we can jump anytime soon. Maybe the Cylons will upgrade our FTL and maybe they'll repair our ship and then we can jump. I just want Galactica to make it to the last episode, and I want her laid down gently on a bed of roses, sung a nice little lullaby. I'm going to make myself cry. Guys, I can't wait to get into this episode. I want to know what happened with Ellen and Boomer and where they're going, because it would be easy to say, like, they're on their way to Galactica, but they might not be. They might not be. So, I want to find that out, and I want to find that out right now, so let's get into it. Love you, Boomer. You were my girl since the miniseries. Got 6 up there?
Is this gonna work?
I have no idea, sir.
Might as well try.
Could I touch it?
Yeah.
Should you?
It's gooey. It's flexible and strong. It's what the base ship's made of.
Is this alive?
It's a good question. I wonder the same thing.
Stay back! Stay back! Everyone will get this shit!
Do not shoot anybody that wants food.
I don't want any trouble.
Well, you got trouble.
Oh, come on now. Oh, Jesus. What the hell was that about? I mean, I know what it was about, but like, who was that? Which one?
I think you should stay here for the night. I don't trust that machine. I know. The irony
Wait, was
is
that her?
irresistible.
They got hit?
Liam is fine.
Liam?
I'd sleep better at home with you.
Why Why was that Six down there? Was she trying to get baby stuff? Oh.
Raptor, Squawk's Colonial, but it's not on the roster. It's one of ours, but we logged it as lost over a year ago, sir.
Ugh, throw up. I could just throw up.
Galactica Red Leader. Our heavy raider buddies calling the inbound to Sharon.
An 8.
Just say you're Boomer.
Starbuck, bring it in.
Run that.
Oh my god. I didn't want to say they were going to Galactica because the implications of all of this is just insane. This door opening and them seeing frickin' Ellen. Where's Saul? Where's Saul? Oh god, is he still with Six in the infirmary? Guess who?
Oh my God.
Indeed.
That's Ellen Todd.
Show is.
How many dead chicks are out there?
Hot dog.
I can't tell you how happy I am to see you. Aren't you
Does
gonna
he
have
know
to
that
let
it's
me down off
Boomer?
This thing?
Nice to see you again. This is Boomer.
Brains,
Shot you,
take
yeah.
this number 8 to the brig.
Yeah, I mean, I should have saw that coming. I didn't. I just thought about Chief. Why am I so happy? And everyone else is so sad. Kind of sets the tone, doesn't it? I love love. It's happy about Boomer and Chief. It's happy about Ellen and Saul. I love love.
Oh dear. I'm totally throwing you, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
I'm still Ellen, you know.
That's what we're worried about.
Does anyone have something to drink? Maybe a flask?
Sounds about right.
So Boomer helped you escape.
Yes, I hope you won't treat her too badly.
You don't need to worry about Boomer.
Oh, well, I think we do.
May I see them? Galen, Tori, and Sam.
Let's see what we can do.
I know they'd have to be nervous to have all 5 in one room. Yeah, Laura. I don't blame you, girl. It's a scary situation.
I can't believe you're here.
You gonna tell her that you got a 6 pregnant?
I have to tell you.
You better say it fast.
I'm having a baby.
Ellen, wait.
Floor table.
I don't care.
Oh boy. Well, this is who they are. This is who they'll always be. Oh, now he's seeing 6. Oh, with the eye patch off. Oh, girl. What's happening? Is Liam okay? Does the baby know that Ellen's here?
Gene!
They haven't seen him? Where was he hiding?
Go, drink.
Okay, she's...
We were wondering if you were coming back.
Yeah, she's not happy about it.
Of course I was coming back. Of course I was.
So believable. So believable.
Well, we realized we'd been abandoned. We had to take care of ourselves.
Yeah, you guys don't need him.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say
Abandoned by God.
that. I might say that.
Yeah, that's not what she meant.
We're taking care of ourselves now.
I knew if I stayed away that you'd find the strength. And you have. It's one of the reasons why I stayed away as long as I did.
That was wise of you, Gaius.
Sheep have a new shepherd, guys.
Yes.
Haven't had a head 6 in a while.
So who'd you frag?
Whoa.
What?
Come on. You don't think I know your repertoire after thousands of years of marriage?
Thousands of years. Well, they still got it. Look at them. Still hot for each other.
It was a 6.
We made the 6s. We created her.
Oh, he didn't just that.
You.
Please do not tell me I was your mental porn. That's just sad. Well, are you still seeing her?
Yes.
Yeah, you got some news. Did he want to say she's pregnant? I feel like that's important. I am so not looking forward to Ellen finding out because I think she's going to be pissed or excited. Gosh, I don't know. Subversion of expectations happens a lot on this show.
A lot of visitors. Just don't anybody unplug anything.
Thanks, Coddle.
Tori.
That's your mama.
Galen.
Ain't you happy? Happy?
All those years.
This has got to be so weird.
We've been thinking. We belong together. Join us on the base ship. We'll jump away. Start a new life.
Please consider the offer. It would mean so much to us.
These models.
It won't work, of course. The child Hera is the hope for a new blended future.
That used to be true, but now there is another way. Caprica 6's unborn baby is pure Cylon.
What a way for her to find out.
Caprica 6 is pregnant?
Oh, don't look so surprised, Saul.
I mean, you just
I'm
rolled
going
around
with the
in it,
base ship.
didn't you? Even after you
Ellen,
knew
for
you made
frack's
us all
sake.
filthy in this.
There's just so much happening right now.
Poisoning me.
Wait. We won't leave with just 1 or 2 of the 5. It
Then
has
you're
to be
staying.
all of you or none of you.
So you need to vote. Majority rule. It's what Cylons do. It's a legacy from you.
You can't force somebody to
Fine.
leave.
So it's a vote. A vote we go.
Great.
I didn't picture that happening.
It was impossible. You didn't love me.
Ellen.
So, what are you
Love
saying?
isn't what makes babies.
Do you
Oh,
vote to
goodness.
stay or to go?
Stay. You're the deciding vote, Ellen.
I haven't decided yet.
Yeah.
Ellen.
Hello. What's your name?
Naya.
That's a very beautiful name. And who's
Don't
this?
be creepy.
Stand up.
It's a very beautiful name and just keeps staring at her
This
longingly.
is Gaius.
Oh,
I'm very flattered.
It was his father's name.
To have the same name as his father. It's very,
do you not remember her? Do you not remember Naya?
Paula, we've got some food, haven't we? To share with this lot of people.
Oh, wow, you need to keep your voice down.
Look around, look at these children. It's not just this child here, little Gaius. I mean, but he's very cute, this one. Yeah. I mean, it's all the children, isn't it? All of them. And you're putting the food... Listen to me!
Oh, boy.
Listen to me!
Don't start a panic.
As God is my witness!
Caprica. I don't think I've ever called you a name before. I think you probably called me some names.
Yeah, a little bit.
I heard about the assault in Dogsville. And on behalf of the fleet, I wanted to apologize to you. Thank you.
What do you want, Rosalind?
Sometimes I think about the visions that we shared and that talk. I haven't had one in a while. Not the whole time I've been pregnant. Oh, that never occurred to me. Are you saying that? What? Is this child important?
I mean, yeah. Especially to her.
Of course, all children are important, yes.
Get to the point, Laura.
Well, thank you for asking about it.
Is he like a messiah? That was weird.
There you are.
I thought maybe we could have a drink. Where's the booze?
I have tea.
Listen, I wanted to talk to you.
Booze definitely would have made it smoother.
I step off that raptor and boom, we're making love. And less than a day later, I'm screaming at him. But we were always
So.
because you have all the proof right there that he loves you.
That's not proof.
You know, when we were still trying to have our own, he always brought up the name Liam. Oh, pure Cylon baby. If Simon knew, he'd want it so badly.
I'll take care of this child.
That wasn't a threat, Caprica.
Kind of felt like it. A little bit.
I don't know why you couldn't have children, Ellen. Sometimes love must not be enough because he loved you.
That's very kind of her to say.
But what can I do?
Accept it.
If I make him choose between you and me, I know the best I could do would be to tear him in half.
Thruple.
You win.
It's
The
not about
man loves
winning.
you.
It's not about winning.
In fact, I'd say there isn't much he loves more.
Great moment.
Here you go,
Wow.
Gaius. Here you go. Here you go. Take that to Mummy.
There's like 20 Gaiuses running around on Galactica.
That's just one soul touching another, isn't it?
Okay, well, we need the food.
Yeah, this guy looks sus.
You're gonna want to step away from those.
Yeah.
Step away from the supplies.
Ladies, show this man that we are armed. Take it off to safety, Jean.
Ours are bigger.
You got cocky, Gaius. Are those bags of coffee? Thank you for grabbing those. I know, they drink LGT or whatever it is, but save the coffee.
Careful.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Any mythic revelations? Oh, nothing to report, sir.
Oop. Well, Anders had some stuff to say. Bill, you might want to finish that.
Nature of the process, right?
Taking your medication.
Not very
and
machine-like
alcohol.
of you. Great grandpa was a power sender. They're putting the stuff into her. Yeah, Cylon goop, you said. Yeah. She won't know what she is anymore.
Sounds familiar.
We need their help. Laura and Lee know it. They don't think I see it, but I do. I see it.
Wow, that's big.
No, the only thing worse than being the leader of this lot would be being one of them.
Did you really want to feed those people?
I enjoyed it, actually.
Yeah, sure.
Giving.
You liked people seeing you give.
All we need is strength.
All we need is strength
We can get more guns.
and guns! More guns! Bigger guns!
Oh. Yeah! Firepower! That was an odd moment.
Did you even hear what I said?
I heard you. Did you hear me? Her brush is where mine used to be. My dresses are gone.
You were dead!
She shares our bed.
Not interrupting?
Oh, of course you are.
What is this?
We're joining the base ship. All of us. Caprica, obviously that means you have to come too. Wouldn't you like to raise your child where it's safe?
I want him to
Will
be
it
safe,
be?
Yes.
Her baby. He's pure Cylon. If we go off and make some pure Cylon culture, that's what happened on Earth.
And it will happen again.
Do you see, little girl?
Little girl?
There is something in the universe that he loves far more than you or me. And that's Bill Adama.
You don't even want to go.
And the uniform and everything else
Why are
takes
you doing
second
this?
place.
Oh, they're just as toxic as they ever were.
Oh.
Come here. Get caught, get caught, get caught.
Yeah, your drama did it, Ellen.
You'll be okay.
It said Boomer. Was Boomer there?
No wonder we had to invent some compassionate god for them to believe in. We couldn't have them deify us, could we?
We didn't invent anything.
Stop!
Maybe
you should go.
I just shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
First intelligent thing you've said.
Wow. They are so toxic. Thousands of years of love, thousands of years of toxicity. Holy shit. Oh. What a weird, beautiful thing to see.
Tell her you love her. It's what she needs. It's what the baby needs.
Caprica, I love you. All right? This is nonsense.
Saul.
She knows it. Isn't it enough that I feel it?
Just tell her.
I feel it.
She needs to hear it.
Just let me goddamn feel it and I'll fill the fracking room.
It's very Saltai, isn't it?
Cut him out. Even if it kills me, I'll live if you cut him out right now.
I'll go away with the others, and you can be together. A little family. I promise it.
That's it. I'm sorry.
I did not think that was going to happen.
The two of you can stay here and listen to this. I'm gonna go to the head, do something constructive, a little project I've been working
Listen
on.
to me, Admiral.
In the head.
Listen to me, Admiral. I am offering you the last human solution you will ever be presented with.
What is that solution? Arming civilians? Wouldn't that make them trigger happy?
You do good deeds and you are rewarded. You're
How do I
rewarded
use this thing?
tenfold, and then you receive, don't you?
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a great idea. I don't know what the positivity thing. I don't know what just happened with that and why that's a good thing. That either makes them trigger happy against Cylons or each other. Oh, he's back online. Oh.
His name was Liam.
Short for William.
Yeah. It's not like Zach, I know.
It's not like Zach, but anytime somebody loses a child, like, they can feel that. I didn't catch that Liam is short for William.
These are the Cylons that have died with us since the Alliance.
It's already happened, hasn't it?
You gonna go see Boomer? Ugh. Well, I knew if Ellen went to Galactica, we'd have problems with Caprica and with Saul. I kind of forgot about Boomer shooting the old man. That was so long ago, but like, yeah, I get it. Chief like walking right up to her, like, and like going eye to eye. I was like, what is happening right now? And he's literally like, yep, it's Boomer. Cover. It's like, oh shit. I mean, Ellen is still toxic as ever when she's around Saul. It's kind of like they poison each other. And she even said that. She's like, you're always poisoning me. If you have been in a relationship for thousands of years, you probably fight dirty and you make up really dirty. But that is beside the point. I don't doubt that he does love Caprica, but I always thought it was because he was seeing Ellen, and that was the whole reason why they were able to really conceive, is because of him thinking about Ellen. That makes just as much sense as love gives you a baby. I don't know. I know a lot of things are rooted in faith and the gods and belief and miraculous things happening. My brain doesn't work that way because there's really no explanation for a lot of stuff. But it's really sad for Caprica to have lost her baby. I didn't expect it to happen, and I'm quite flabbergasted that it did happen. I was like, wow, like a Cylon mating, like that's amazing. Like this baby's gonna change everything. And then, I mean, maybe it changed something. I think like that baby's a miracle in a way for them, and they can see it as a miracle, and they can come together because of the loss of it. I mean, maybe that was the whole purpose. But also the name Liam, and it's short for William. I have never heard that before. I have never heard Liam being a shortened version of William. Makes total sense. I think both are rooted in Scottish culture. Liam. But like him going to Adama and crying and saying, I know it's not like Zach. Look, my parents lost a daughter, and any other person that I've ever met that their child has preceded them in death, they feel that for everybody. Anytime somebody talks about losing a loved one or a sister, I always share what I went through. And none of the situations will be identical. None of them will be the same, but all the feelings are exactly the same. Is that, you grieve and you feel loss and it hurts and there's an emptiness to it. I absolutely love the saying is, what is grief but love persevering? And so anytime you feel those feelings, it's because that love is still there inside. And, I think Bill, knowing that his friend just went through losing his son, that they have that same hurt, that same feeling inside, that same love and longing, regardless if you got to see the baby or not. Like to you, it was very real. You were planning a future for that baby. Would it have happened if Ellen hadn't come back? If Ellen hadn't disrupted the Force? Because Caprica didn't even know Ellen was on the ship when she started having pains. And, she had also been attacked. So that could have led to something. The hardest part is having the sixes all look the same. And when I saw her with the thing over and the cut on her lip, I was like, oh, I don't know who that is. And then I saw Caprica the next scene when she's in the hospital bed and, they're checking on the baby. I saw the same thing. I was like, oh, I guess that was her. Yeah, there's too many lookalikes. But, there's a lot that could have culminated to cause this to happen. Anders waking up and all of a sudden having brain activity during the same time that they lost a Cylon. Like, I don't know if there's a balance thing that's happening, but I love the idea that he is awake again. Gaius getting guns for civilians. I do think that it's great to have them armed against other groups, like the groups that would steal food from them, but I don't want them to get trigger happy and start shooting Cylons. I don't think more guns equals more safety. I think it equals more bullets. That's essentially what happens. So I'm hoping there's no itchy trigger fingers. I'm hoping that it gives them the safety that they need to protect each other from other groups that would take things from them. There being a little Gaius rolling around. That might not be the only one. But when she said her name, I was like, does that ring a bell? Like, is she not like, he's yours? His father's name was Gaius. Like, how many Gaiuses are walking around? How common is that name? It immediately, I thought of Forrest Gump when he was just like, he's got a daddy named Forrest. It's like, so, it's funny because episodes prior, Gaius is like, I shouldn't have left them. I need to go back. And then in this one, he's like, no, I didn't leave you. I'm back. No, I didn't abandon you. Like, what is she saying? That's nonsense. I love you all. God abandon you. It's like, I sometimes don't understand what his role is. To be the leader of the people, maybe? To be a religious leader? To be a non-religious religious leader? Because he's always talking about the gods have abandoned you. And I don't know if that means, like, they're jerks or, like, the gods are teaching you a lesson kind of thing. I don't know. That's the thing that I just really... I've been accused of, like, mocking God and religion, and in this show is when I'm kind of like, this is stupid. But, like, when people say, like, thoughts and prayers or just pray about it, inaction bothers me more than anything in the world. And to me, it's like, think happy thoughts and then all will be great. And that's what that sounds like to me when people say pray about it or whatever. And I feel like when Gaius says, like, God has abandoned you, is that he's kind of saying, take your strength and your power in your own hands. Don't rely on someone to come save you. Don't rely on this entity that you believe is looking down upon you, blessing you, or cursing you, or whatever it is. Don't rely on that. Rely on yourself. All the while having faith that you'll be taken care of. So that's where I'm kind of like, I don't really understand Gaius. But I will say that again, James Callis, like, he's really good at playing Gaius as, like, Gaius being, like, a strong manipulator, a strong motivator, but also, like, when he's, like, trying to be like, no, I didn't abandon you. Like, he's so good at playing that guy too, because it's just like, yeah, I believe that you don't really care about these people. Like, I get it. And then there's times where it feels like he does. And I was thinking a couple days ago, actually, just randomly, I was probably, I don't know, in the comment section or watch the most recent edit or whatever it may be. But, like, sometimes after I do that, like, I'll sit there and just think and be like, we haven't heard from Head 6 in a while. I wonder if she's still a thing. And I thought maybe Head 6 was gone. Because there hasn't been, like, a main story with those two. I don't know why she comes and goes anymore, or maybe it's just because they didn't have a story for them and there's other things going on and they're like, we can't fit this in. But I do kind of miss the Head 6 Gaius, back and forth. I don't think we've seen her since, like, she physically picked him up, but, like, didn't pick him up, but, like, still picked him up kind of thing. Like, I don't think we've really seen her since then. So, her being back and giving him the words and whatever that may be, I still think it's a part of his subconscious that's connected to her somehow, or, her protecting him when, the main attack was happening on Caprica, like, bonded them, connected them. I don't know. That relationship confuses me, but at the same time delights me. Because I really like when she, like, really fracks with him. It's fantastic, but we haven't seen that in a while. Now the freaking vote. I can't stand Tori. I can't stand her. She is just like, I'm a Cylon. That's who I am from now on. And, like, I get having, like, a loyalty and finding your family. That's great. But, like, she doesn't see anybody else as family, just the Cylons. Like, there's nobody else on Caprica that she cares about. Like, we know she doesn't care about Rosalind anymore, but, like, there wasn't anybody that she made friends with, or so she was already alone and out there by herself anyway. So I guess, she found her family. Them voting to take a ship and jump right when Adama is saying, like, I know that we need to, like, come together. We need each other. That's huge for Bill to say out loud. And for him to kind of admit it to Saul. I think Saul, like, needed to hear that, because then he knew Bill was firmly behind him, whether he was, Saul Tigh or if he was a Cylon. Bill was behind him. And, Bill, like, really seeing, Galactica falling apart, he knows that that Galactica needs them. needs the Cylons. I don't know how you blend them. I don't know how you instill trust, because like the Cylons shouldn't trust humans because of what they did to Cylons in the past, and the humans shouldn't trust the Cylons because of what they did to them, 5 years earlier. The things that happened before will happen again, blah, 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 blah. But there has to be a way forward, and I don't know if it's the Cylons saving their lives against the Cavils or what, but Anders being awake, I think that he's going to reveal to them like some important information maybe, and that like they're gonna have to stick together. But I kind of almost want them to jump away. I'm like, okay, Cylons, jump away. Bye. And just see how they fare. That's how I felt about the civilian fleet. I'm just like, just leave them. Let them tend to themselves. See how they do without you. Maybe they'll do better. Maybe they won't. But I do think that the only way to make this work is to come together and work together. And with Cavil out there, that's still going to make it incredibly difficult. And I know the Galactica will not survive another air fight against a very healthy, very strong base ship. There's just no way. And Laura had that moment with Caprica 6 about like, and she's like, wow, I've never called you a name before. And Caprica's like, oh, I'm sure you have, just not that one. That's really interesting, because I think Laura is also open to the idea of, not having a relationship with them, but like, getting to know them in a different manner. The fact that the models that they have lost since they have been a fleet together and them sharing the pictures, like that shows that they have that compassion, that they have that love for each other, that they have a sense of community. And so they're not really that different than human beings, which is a far cry from what I said at the beginning of the show. But, I'm not like a Cavil anymore. I don't believe that they are just machines. Obviously, they can create babies. They can multiply. They can procreate. They're humans, just like a little bit more advanced, I guess. They have synapses that have wires instead of, just electrical circuits or whatever. Now I'm like really curious if Cavil had cut open Ellen's brain, if we would have like saw actual circuits and like a motherboard and all that. I know we wouldn't have, because we've seen SAM scans. Obviously, like they look like humans, but I'm like really wondering, maybe Ellen's different. I don't know. I think if Ellen were different, then Sam would be different. Chief went to go see Boomer while she was sleeping. I thought that was interesting. Since the beginning, I really liked them as a couple, and it's no hate to Callie, but that was just odd from the beginning. Her being a subordinate, and then him breaking her jaw, and her saying like, "Oh, I still love you. Like, let's be together. Let's have a baby." Lying about the father of her child and keeping it a secret from him. There's just like a lot of shit that like, it screamed that they were not right for each other, and that Boomer probably was right for him. And, if they could actually be together, I'm just saying, that would make me really happy. So, we have, I'm hoping that Kara gets answers from Anders somehow about why she is back, how she could have died, and that she's alive, and like about the new Viper and all those things. I'm hoping that Anders has those answers for her some way, somehow. Especially if maybe his brain just needed to heal, and the Cylon synapses had to like come back together and then fire. I'm not sure. I don't know if it has anything to do with Liam dying. I don't know. I try to connect things, and I don't know if they're connected. And then I think there's things that aren't connected that they somehow connect, and I'm just like, okay. Okay. That's why they write these shows and I don't, just because I don't know any better. But guys, if you want to watch full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon and up to 4 episodes early. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. You probably saw this happening when Ellen got to the ship, right? You kind of knew that was going to go on, right? Yeah. I totally forgot about Boomer shooting Adama, and that they were very much going to remember that. I don't know why. Because I feel like because Athena's on the ship that all is forgiven, and they're very much individuals. Don't do that. But yeah, I when you were watching this, did you expect them to lose the baby? Did you expect Liam to die? Because I didn't expect that, and that was heartbreaking. But that moment between Saul and Bill, was that not like just so damn touching? I love their relationship. I love their brotherhood. I love the friendship that they have. He's accepted him as a Cylon, and I really wanted an I'm sorry to Chief. Like, I pushed you, and I'm sorry this happened to you. Please be Chief again. I don't know. That's not really an Adama style, but I feel like Chief has gotten just the shittiest of the shit, that it would have been just kind of nice just for him to like have gotten maybe an apology or something. I get him wanting to leave. Yeah, I don't want that for him though. I want him to stay and be with Boomer. I don't want any of them to leave. And Ellen is still toxic. Shocker of the year. But I feel like she has a way now of realizing her error and how toxic it is, because after she left, Saul in 6 and then came back and put her hand on his shoulder, like, there's something there that's thousands of years old that is definitely a deep-seated love for one another and for each other, but is still incredibly toxic. So they've got thousands of years of shit is what they've got. So not surprised, but again, I am really loving this version of Ellen, and because it's still old Ellen, but it is very much Ellen who has her memories and knows who she is and stands in her power, and but she still has those tendencies of being a jealous, toxic bitch. Oh, I hate Ellen Ty, but I actually kind of like Ellen Ty sometimes. But guys, remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below if I haven't said it already. But in the meantime, I'm going to take a break, because sometimes this show, when you watch 2 in a row, you need to reflect for like days. Like I kind of say that you guys are so lucky to have had a week off in between each episode and then in between seasons, because you've had time to decompress. And for me, it's just like boom, boom, a little bit of decompression, boom, boom, a little bit of decompression. So it definitely, I need to take my rest period from BSG and then rev myself back up to watch more. So guys, I will see you in the next episode. See ya.